There's new legislation in Hawaii, and it's really cool. It would establish an official gesture for the state. From the red carpet to the White House, the Shaka has been associated with surf culture for a long time. Hang loose, right? But the Shaka has a much deeper meaning as well. From hello to goodbye, thank you, aloha. People in Hawaii have been using this gesture for decades. Joining me now to talk about it are Steve Sueʻs, the producer and writer of the documentary Shaka, A Story of Aloha, and Hawaii State Senator Glenn Wakai, the man who introduced the Senate version of this legislation. Gentlemen, it's good to see you today. So, Senator, let me start with you. Why did you want to recognize the Shaka in this way?
Well, you know, the world has so many troubles, and this simple gesture in Hawaii mitigates all of that. It's a sign of happiness and goodness, and we really wanted to take ownership of it and spread it throughout the world, those who need something to really cheer and smile about.
You must have been watching the news. Yes, we do need something to smile about. Steve, you did a whole documentary on the Shaka, and I did not realize till I was reading up on this that there are a ton of different meanings on the islands when people use this. Could you show us some?
Yeah, Chance, there are a ton of different meanings depending upon whether you're driving and you're using it to say thank you, or you're apologizing for something you did wrong, is to say hello, goodbye. They have all different kinds of shakas, little baby shakas, little big mega shakas. The comedians have gone completely nuthouse with this over the years. It's a super fun story with a lot of different uses.
What's your preferred style? Like if you're normally using it, because I understand also there's a whole thing about whether you shake it, don't shake it. A lot of people who are from the Hawaiian Islands are like, no, I don't shake that. That's a tourist thing. But how would you normally use it?
Yeah, so when we actually did the research on this gesture, it actually has different meanings at different places on the island. So if you go to North Shore, which is where all the big surf breaks are, it's one of the main origination stories comes from Laie, which is on that side of the island. They all say you never shake it. You do one time only, and it's set, because it's a fisherman's shaka to them. On the other hand, I live in Honolulu, so you see a lot of people over here, they're shaking it. Tourists shake it, used car salesmen shake it. You'll find this out in our movie. There are politicians. Our mayor over many years, Frank Fossey, shook it as part of his campaigning back in the 80s and 90s. So there's no right, necessarily wrong way to do it. It's just to show the love, to share aloha, to spread that goodness to the world.
Senator Wakai, would you like to weigh in officially on that shaking?
Yes, I'm a shaker, so I like doing this. Other people want it kind of loose like this. I like it tight, and I like to show some exuberance, because that to me is what Shaka is all about. Showing aloha and really exuding warmth and energy to whoever is seeing it.
Yes, I love the intricacies and the nuances, and you guys are inviting us into the culture. I was going to say the inside-outside thing is really interesting. By the way, Senator, the Shaka apparently originated with a fisherman who had 7 fingers. I read in the AP that he'd lost 3 of them, so his hand kind of looked like, you know, like this. And his daughter would like his name included in the bill as well officially. Is that origin story true? And are you going to add his name?
That is open for discussion. I will leave it to Steve Sueʻs. He has more historical knowledge of that. But if that's what the community and the ancestors want, we can certainly put it in there.
Chase,
you know,
more than likely,
it's a very easygoing spirit. Go ahead, Steve.
More than likely, Helmanakalili was a big part of the origin story, but the origin story goes far beyond this one man. It is a melting pot story of many cultures laying on meaning to this gesture over time. In fact, the word this was not even used when Helmanakalili was around. So, you know, there are there's Portuguese, there's surfers, there's Japanese that added meaning to this gesture. It is truly a melting pot story, and I would posit to say that the origin story is really important for sure, but the meaning story, how it's used today, and in fact that I believe it's a secret to paradise. It's a secret to how we create paradise and how we maintain it. This is why Senator Wakai has filed the bill, because it's something that we wish to share with the world, but we also need to make sure that it serves our people locally. Now, you know, just our own economy I almost challenge you to go into any souvenir shop in Waikiki and not see a shaka. There's so many businesses that rely on this gesture to both share aloha and make their livelihoods in a place that doesn't have every industry on the planet. So I think Senator Wakai is very much onto something. There have been some naysayers that have said, well, you know, our legislators have better things to do than chase down the shaka. But to be frank, it is a big part of our economy here. And, you know, for me, when I see some of the social media stuff out there, and there's naysayers about, well, you know, Senator Wakai should be doing something better. Negativity, pessimism, snarkiness are actually the enemy of aloha. So I invite everybody to join hands or fingers, or the ones that are left, and share aloha, because that's what the world's
negativity, snarkiness, that's a different gesture. We're not gonna, that's not safe for TV, but let me ask you gentlemen real quick before we go. You said that this is about sharing. Are non-Hawaiians, are we allowed to use shaka?
Of course, we want to spread this across the globe.
Okay.
And one thing I want to mention is that it's important for us to take ownership of it, because California 2019 labeled surfing as their official state sport. That is from Hawaii. So we cannot let California or other places take this from us. We need to get on it right now.
State your claim. Steve Sue, Hawaii State Senator Glenn Wakai, gentlemen, thank you so much. Very good talking to you. Aloha.
Aloha.
Thanks for having us. Aloha.